Greetings everybody, TheMechanist here, and today's 2xKO discussion video, we're going to be wrapping things up, mostly by talking about the last few ideas I have, which is basically originals for both characters and skins, as well as just my overall summary of 2xKO and why I'm looking forward to it. With that being said, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please consider hitting the like button and impacting the subscribe button. It'll help on the long run. With all that being said, let's get on with the discussion. Okay, so when we last left off, I was talking about characters, bonus characters, and characters that come from other games other than League of Legends. And today, I'll be talking about original characters. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, in League of Legends, everything's original, right? So what am I talking about? Well, what I'm talking about is characters who don't exist yet. Not in lore, not in art, not in anything, just discussions. And because of that, there'll be no pictures today, I'm sorry. But what do I mean by this? Well, I remember when Set was coming out, there was talks of a dark-skinned, hulking, bruiser, wrestler type character. Now, obviously, they ended up going with the direction of Set in terms of a bruiser wrestling characters, but they still have that concept art and design in mind. So, wouldn't that be an amazing character put into 2xKO? Help expand the dark-skinned, the lore, but also give 2xKO their own original characters. So you can have this hulking bruiser, stands a foot taller than anybody else in 2xKO, very slow, but very, giant swipes, kind of like Rom, only, scaled up and without the dagger. And by Rom, I mean Rom in Killer Instinct. As well as I'm sure there's other characters, like I'm sure there's probably a Void character or two they've come up with before going in another direction. But I just bring this up because 2xKO being a fighting game and being a creative fighting game, just look at Echo, they can easily put characters in that maybe they have in works in the background, but they can't make work in League of Legends. And maybe they don't just want to make them into the card game characters. 2xKO could be another place for, original characters to pop up that add to the lore, and you can hope to get into the card game or the actual game of League of Legends. And I know this probably goes without saying, but I just wanted to bring it up because I love talking about 2xKO and I hope you enjoy what I'm saying. And of course, while we're on the subject, I'm sure 2xKO could come up with their own original skin lines. And I know what you're thinking, oh great, what do we need more skins? Well, to be fair, Legends of Runeterra, the card game, has their own skins. They're going off of the other sets, but they exist. So it makes sense for 2xKO to have their own original skins or first skins. For instance, in Legends of Runeterra, Jack the winner, because, he doesn't exist except in that card game, has a Dragon Empire skin. Obviously, Jack is not in League of Legends, or if he was, he probably wouldn't have that skin. So it makes sense, for them to be able to bring that skin over to 2xKO for Jack if they had him. But it also makes sense for them to create their own original skins. Let's see, they could have their own original mech skins, like Mecha Lee Sin. Or they could have Mecha... Actually, no, we've already talked about mechs. How about... let me think. You know what, we can go with the April Fool's line, the Definitely Not skins. We could have Definitely Not Blitzcrank, which is already in the game, but then we could also have Definitely Not, Garen. Definitely not Darius. Garrus. There's a place for original skins that aren't in the other ones, as well as just creating brand new skin lines. Let's see, it's a fighting game, so I can see a Street Fighter style skin line, and I don't mean as in Capcom Street Fighter, I mean Street Brawler, Street Rumbler is actually probably what they would call it. Like the everyday, different martial art discipline represented. They could also get away with something like... Actually, you know what? I can't come up with a skin line. I'm just here to play games, not create skins. But just the idea that in this game, we could have both original characters and original skins that could help flesh out the lores and add to this character's collection of skins. And, if we get a character in 2xKO before we do League of Legends, it'd be cool because of the hype of, hey, this incredibly popular character in 2xKO, they're being added to League of Legends. Go play League of Legends. And likewise, all these characters in League of Legends come into 2xKO. There's going to be a lot of, cross-platforming, yeah, I'm going to call that, between their own games. Do you like this card game character? They're in 2xKO. Do you like this 2xKO character? They're in League. Do you like this League character? They're in the card game. And just thinking about that, the possibilities are endless. And also, now we're going to transition to my wrap-up. Sorry about that. Honestly, I'm just excited for 2xKO. Yes, I did see the Lowy trailer. She looks amazing. She looks like fun. I like how her tentacle use is appropriate for the game. Like they said, they didn't want her to be a puppet character, but they also didn't want to ignore the tentacles. Also, her level 3 looks amazing. So I'm hoping what we saw with Darius is not his level 3, or if it is, it's a very early version. But, I mean, just sitting, I would say sitting here, but I'm just a computer. I don't sit, I don't stand, I power on and I power off. But just waiting here and letting my processor and ideas run wild it's a lot of fun. And I suggest you do the same thing if you're looking forward to 2XKO. Rather than sit here and say, when are we gonna get some news? When are we gonna get some more information? Sit there and think, wouldn't it be cool if this character was in it? If you end up, getting disappointed because they're not in it, at least you have some fun thinking about it. And remember, this is 2XKO. It's a live service game. Just because they're not in it now doesn't mean they're not going to. And in all honesty, I trust them. It seems like they're doing everything right so far. They're not screwing anything up and they're taking their time, which is important. In fact, the only thing I think they need to do, honestly, is announce skins. I know they're waiting because skins is monetization and you probably want to wait till the game's out. Don't get me wrong, I understand why they wait. But I think they need to confirm how big the roster is going to be. I don't care if it's like a little, hey, here's the next character, and then we see the character select screen. I don't care if it's saying, hey, we're going to straight up have 12 characters. I wouldn't mind a little something to give us something to speculate. For instance, if we know there's 20 characters, we could begin making our list of 20 characters we want in the game. Just a little bit. But honestly, they're doing everything right. They're keeping the hype alive. And yeah, I am looking forward to the game. And again, when they finally announce skins, I'm going to be releasing a video saying called it. But then again, everybody knows that, so can't really claim to call it. Well, that's pretty much all my thoughts on 2XKO. If you have a character you want me to discuss and talk about the ideas of how they could play, how plausible they would get in, let me know. I'll be more than happy to put out a video talking about character. When we talk about Fizz and his skins, when we talk about Kaisa and her skins, how I think they could play, how they most likely won't or will be in 2XKO, let me know. I'd be happy to do more talking points. But with all that being said, those are my thoughts on 2XKO. This has been The Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.